Hi, my name is Luis Carrasco, and today I'm going to present my research project called The Effect of Low Confidence on English Speaking Participation Among 8th Grade Students. I decided to investigate this topic because many students understand English grammar and vocabulary, but they still feel nervous when they need to speak in class. This study was conducted at Unidad Educativa Julio María Matovelle during the period 2025 to 2026 school year. Okay, in this presentation, I will explain the problem, the main findings, and some recommendations that can help students feel more confident when speaking English. Okay, what is the problem? An objective. The main problem identified is this research was low confidence during English speaking activities. Many students participate very little when they have to speak English. Okay? Some students give short answers, avoid eye contact, or in this case, stay silent because they are afraid of making mistakes. Okay? This situation can affect the language learning because speaking is one of the most important skills in communication. For this reason, the main objective in this case of this study was to analyze how low confidence affects English speaking participation among 8th grade students. I also want to identify some strategies that teachers can use to help students feel more comfortable in class. Continue with the methodology. For this study, I use a quantitative research approach. The research design was descriptive because I want to describe students' feeling and participation levels. The participants were five 8th grade students for Unidad Educativa Julio María Matovelle. To collect the information, I used a survey with 6 closed questions. The questions focused on confidence, anxiety, participation, teacher support, and group activities. After collecting the responses, I organized the information into tables and percentage in order to analyze the results. The first important finding was related to nervousness and fear of making mistakes. The survey showed that all students felt nervous when speaking English, at least sometimes. In fact, 20% of students say they always feel nervous, while 40% say often, and another 40% say sometimes. Sometimes. The results about fear of making mistakes were very similar. They suggest, in this case, that many students worry about saying something incorrectly or using the word pronunciation. Because of this fear, some students prefer not to participate during speaking activities. And these results show that anxiety can be an important barrier in English learning and is important. The second finding focused on the relationship between confidence and participation. The results showed that the students who felt more confident participated more often in speaking activities. 40% of students report that they often participate in class, while another 40% participate sometimes. However, one student reported never participating. The survey also showed similar results regarding confidence. This finding suggests that in this case the confidence has a direct effect on students, maybe willingness to speak English. When a student trusts their abilities, in this case they are more likely to communicate and interact in class. That is important. Another important finding was the positive effect of teacher support and collaborative activities. Most students agreed that positive comments for teacher helped them feel more confident. In this case, 60% of students say that positive feedback always helped them speak English more confidently. Students also report that pair work and group activities make speaking easier. Many students feel less pressure, in this case when they work with classmates instead of speaking in front of the whole class. This shows that supportive teachers and collaborative learnings can improve students' confidence. And the results of this study are connected to different theories and previous research. First, defining support questions, affective filter theory. According to this theory, emotions such as an anxiety and low confidence can make languages learning more difficult. The result also support the work of Toyama and Yamasaki, who found that language anxiety reduced classroom participation. In addition, Chen found that students with higher confidence usually perform better in speaking activities. And Ulhusna also report that confident students participate more activity in class. Overall, both the theory and the literature support the finding of this research. Conclusion and recommendations. To conclude, this study showed that low confidence negatively affects students' participation in English speaking activities. Fear of making mistakes was identified as one of the main reasons why, in this case, students feel nervous. The study also demonstrated that teacher support and collaborative activities can help students become more confident speakers. Based on these findings, I recommend that teacher provide positive feedback regularly and create more opportunities for pair and group work. Maybe schools can also organize English club or speaking workshops to help students to participate in a comfortable environment. Okay, and for last, maybe I think that is all. Thanks very much for your attention, and good night.